Hey GDSC family, we will just begin in 2 minutes. Hello everyone, I am Maitri Joshi. As you have guessed by now, I am your host for today. If you were with us in our last event of Flutterwave, you guys probably already know the sweet, fun, and informative surprise we planned for you today. But for all the new folks here, today is the day we are going to dive deep into the savior for almost all the developers for the scary backend, the one and only Firebase. So, on the behalf of Google Student Developers Club, Google Education Society, I warmly welcome you all to the second event of the series, which is Firebase. In this event, we are going to dive deep into what exactly Firebase is, its advantages, its resources. Stay tuned with us throughout the session to get some real insights of Firebase, as well as we will be providing you some code labs to get you a head start in your Firebase journey. So let's get started. Now let's quickly go through today's agenda. Firstly, we are going to see exactly what Firebase is. Then, we will see why to get into Firebase. Moving forward, we will have some fun and refreshment with Kahoot, and then we will know about some Firebase services, have an overview of Firebase, and then we will see resources that will help you start your journey with Firebase with ease. And lastly, we will have a Q&A part where you can shoot your doubt at us in the live chat box. Before diving into the Firebase, let's get to know our speakers for today. Let's welcome Jnaneshwari Zadav, our events and outreach team member, Ruchita Wag, our technical team lead, and it's me, Maitri Joshi. I am a content team member. Now, I would like to call up Jnaneshwari on the screen and hand over the floor to her.
Thanks, Maitri. So, guys, are you ready to get burnt in Firebase? Today, I'll be discussing what exactly Firebase is, its benefits and services. So, basically, Firebase is a backend as a service. It is a powerful mobile and web application development platform created by Google itself. Firebase is a comprehensive solution for building applications that includes tools for data storage, authentication, hosting, and many more. So mainly, it provides developers with variety of tools and services to help them grow quality apps. Now, you must be thinking, why Firebase specially? So, inherently, Firebase is a NoSQL database program as it becomes very easy to store data. It just stores the data in the form of JSON files, which is very easy for the computer to understand. Now you might also be thinking that why Firebase when we have languages like Node.js, Java, and all of that. So the reasons are as follows. One of the main benefits of using Firebase is that it is free to start with and it lets the user log in with their Google account. It allows developers to focus on building great user experiences instead of managing the infrastructure. Now, the second most important thing is that Firebase is powered by Google. Next, it has a faster development speed. When it comes to backups, Firebase ensures optical security and availability of data with the help of regular backup so as there is no threat of data loss. Firebase covers the entire application development cycle and the platform contains feature to build, release and monitor applications. So Firebase gives us end-to-end app development. Now it's serverless. Firebase comes with a serverless architecture that requires user to use or pay on their request. Did you know that Firebase has multi-platform authentication with secure platforms like Google, Twitter, Facebook, GitHub, and various others? It also generates traffic to your apps. This traffic is generated automatically by the Firebase SDK that you integrate into your app, and it is used to provide you with insights into how users are interacting with your app. By analyzing this data, you can make informed decisions about how to improve your app and provide a better user experience. Error monitoring. You can view the reported errors in error reporting in the CGP console, which will help you track your applications very easily. And last but not the least, the most important, that is security. By authenticating your users and writing security rules, you can fully restrict, read, or write access to your Firebase data. Next slide. Now it's time for some fun facts. Did you guys know that there are 1.5 million apps using Firebase? Here are some apps that top the list. Duolingo, the New York Times, Trivago, and Alibaba.com. Now, it's time to test your knowledge. I would like to hand over to Advait and Roshan for our usual and exciting Kahoot.
So, hello everyone,
Hello, my name is Roshan Ahir.
and I'm Advait. So, let's have some fun and refreshment through this quiz tonight.
So, to begin with, we are here to bring you some fun in the form of a small code quiz between all this learning. Are you guys ready to experience the amazing roller coaster ride of leaderboard?
So, to begin with, you can either search Kahoot on Google or else you can scan the QR code present on your screen and put the pin which is displayed, that is 895 4979.
Yes. If anyone have any technical difficulties or a doubt, please ask your query in the chat box.
Come on, guys. We will be having top 3 winners at the end.
Yes. Yes. By the way, exactly. Okay, I'm repeating the pin again, which is 8954979. Okay, guys, hurry up.
Yes,
Okay,
we can see joining some folks. That is Arya, Jash, Vicky, and Sits.
guys, type your name and a surname, so it will be very easy us to maintain your score. Okay.
Come on, guys, join fast. We both are so excited to play this game now.
Yes.
Hurry up, guys.
Okay, we have participants. I think otherwise, I guess all the players are ready. So let's begin with the quiz.
Yes, we will be starting the quiz very soon as we have very enthusiastic participants.
Yes.
I think still participants are joining, so let's wait for them too.
Yes, we will wait for them.
Come on, guys, join fast.
It will be more fun. Come on, guys. We have participants Pranjal, Tanmay, and Swana.
Oh, I think that's a hard name to pronounce, right?
Yes, yes. But it's okay, our participants.
So come on, guys, we are waiting. Join fast. So I think all of them have joined. So let's move on to the quiz. And the first question is on our screens. So the first question is that Firebase is a backend platform for building.
And the
And the
options
options,
are web, Android, iOS, or all of the above. Okay, guys, hurry up.
yes, and the answer is all of the above.
Yes. I think it's very easy. Okay, now move on to leaderboard. Vicky is leading with the points 815 and also followed Tanmay, then Suvin, and all participants. Okay, let's move on to the
Yes.
next question. The next question is the Firebase data is representing dash dash objective.
And the options are SQL, Mongo, JSON, and JavaScript. Come on, guys,
Okay,
answer
guys.
fast. You have only 9 seconds left.
Okay, here's come 5, 4, 3, 2.
0. And the
Okay.
answer is JSON. So let's have the leaderboard on our screen. So Vicky is still maintaining the first position with 1741 points, followed by Tanmay and Swadhinita.
So I think
So we can see Mini is the highest climber. So let's move on to our third question. Can you host your app for free in Firebase? Come on,
and the
guys,
options
yes or
are
no?
very easy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a very easy question.
Yes, we have only two options. Okay, guys, it will be very easy. Chalo, come on, guys,
And for
and
those
time's
who have
up.
joined, late, the pin is on the screen. Join fast.
Okay. So
I
answer
think
is
many have,
yes.
yes, and many of them have got the correct answer.
Move on to the our scoreboard. Vicky is still maintaining the lead at 2597 points, and also followed with Tanmay, Savin in the. And okay, so I'm so sorry. I can't tell that
No,
properly.
no
Right.
problem, no problem.
Yes.
Yes, we can see Shanaya with three correct answers and maintain a streak. So congratulations all the guys. Come on, let's move on to next question.
Okay, let's move on to next, which is what is the full form of FCM in Firebase?
So options
What?
are Firebase Cloud Merge, Firebase Cloud Messaging, Flexible Cloud Messaging, or none of this.
Okay, your
Hey Roshan,
times.
what do you think about this question?
Mm-hmm. It's okay. We have the correct, I think,
So
answer from our audience. Amazing audience. Firebase Cloud Messaging is the correct answer. Let's see the scoreboard.
yes, Vicky is still maintaining the first position. Come on, guys,
Amazing, Vicky.
with and we can see Swadhinta with four correct answers in a row. So let's move on to last question.
Okay, guys, it will the last. Come on, guys. This one, the last.
So yeah, this question is my favorite. So is Firebase
Is
storage backend by Google Cloud Storage? Answer guys, true or false?
this question is amazing.
Oh my god, I think everyone have got this correct.
Yes, most of them have true. Let's see the scoreboard and the winners.
Yes.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, on the third position we have Swadhinta with 3857 points and
And
second
at
Vicky with 4089 points.
and at the first position we have Tanmay with 4143 points. Congrats, Tanmay, and all the participants and runner-ups. This was very
Congratulations
amazing.
guys.
Yeah.
Yes, our participants are very enthusiastic.
Yes,
We
exactly.
need same enthusiasm till the event. So
Yeah.
congratulations guys once again.
So Advait, it was really, really a very fun part. Okay.
Yes, I also enjoyed with our participants. So here I call
Absolutely.
upon Naneshwari again to continue for our further event.
Okay.
Nice to meet you guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Hey guys, I'm back. Thank you, Roshan and Advait. It was a great quiz. Wasn't it? I know it was. Now, moving forward to our next part, that is Firebase services. Firebase has been providing a lot of services for a better backend. Let us discuss few of them now. One of the services provided by Firebase is analytics, which helps you to user engagement and behavior within your app. When you use analytics, Firebase generates traffic to your app by sending data about user events such as app opens, screen views, and user interactions to the Firebase servers. In short, it provides insights into app usage and keeps track of how your application is being used. Fire Cloud Messaging, formerly known as Firebase Google Cloud Messaging, is a service which is a cross platform solution for messaging and notification for Android web application and iOS. As we already discussed before, that with Firebase authentication, you can easily add sign-in options to your app, such as email or password, Google, Facebook, Twitter, and more. So it provides with Firebase authentication. Real-time database. Firebase is a real-time database feature is particularly powerful, allowing you to create apps that respond to user actions in real time. Now this means that changes made to your app's data are automatically updated across all the connected devices without requiring any manual synchronization. In addition, Firebase offers powerful hosting capabilities, allowing you to easily deploy and scale your app with just a few clicks. Firebase also includes powerful analytics tools that allow you to track user engagement and optimize your app's performance. That's all from my side. Now I would like to invite Maitri to handle the further flow.
Thank you, Nanishwari. So, hello guys. Hello again. Now, guys, let's have a quick review of what we learned till now. So, overall, Firebase is a powerful platform that offers a comprehensive set of tools for building mobile and web applications. Whether you are building a simple app or a complex enterprise level application, Firebase has the features you need to get the job done. So, if you are looking for a powerful and easy to use platform for building your next app, I highly recommend giving Firebase a try. Thank you for listening, and I hope you found this overview for Firebase helpful. Now, after all this, I am sure you guys must be interested and eager to know where you can learn more about Firebase. So, here it goes. Code Lab. Get to know Firebase for Flutter. In this first Code Lab, you will learn some of the basics of Firebase to create Flutter mobile app for Android and iOS. In the second Code Lab, Multi-platform Firestore Flutter. In this code lab, you will build a multi-platform restaurant recommendation app powered by Flutter and Cloud Firestore. The finished app runs on Android, iOS, and web from a single Dart code. The third code lab and the third resource come down to Pathway. Add Firebase to your Flutter app. An amazing code lab where you will learn to integrate Firebase products to your Flutter app for seamless front-end and back-end mobile app development. The last but not the least, the interesting one, is Flutterfire's CLI, which is a useful tool which provides commands to help ease the installation process of Flutterfire across all the supported platforms. Now, I would like to hand over the session to Ruchita.
Yes. Hello everyone. So I'm Ruchita Wagh and I'm here to show you all the labs that Google has provided for you to learn Firebase with Flutter. So I hope you are enjoying our session. I'll just share my screen and show you all the labs. So this is the first lab that provides you all the instructions that will be needed for you to create an app with event RSVP and guestbook chat app. So basically, you are creating this UI, and you can send RSVP invitations to users, and you can then chat in the chat in the discussion section and send the messages to other users. So for that, you'll just need all your devices to test it, and then we have this next part where we'll be cloning the Git repository from Flutter to get our starter code for the app. Then you can import that, clone that repository and use it for your coding. Then we use four libraries in that app. First is main, homepage, and widgets and authentication. So main.dart file gives you the entry point for your app, and then the homepage .dart library gives you the widgets for your homepage, basically header and all that stuff. And then you have the widgets.dart library, wherein you get all the widgets that are basically needed for your basic apps. And the next is authentication.dart, which gives you the contents necessary for your authentication in your app, like Google sign in and all that stuff. So you can refer that and use those libraries from our Flutter Firebase project. And then we have to first configure the Firebase project in order to use it. So we have to create a Firebase project in our web browser. Then you can go to Firebase and create your first project. And it also provides you Google Analytics, so you can and you can analyze your project, and it provides you crash reports and all that stuff. You can check if your project is crashed, or all that reports are given to you if you enable this. And then we have authentication tab, where you can provide email sign-ins and all social media handles and phone numbers and stuff. So we have the next is enable Firestore. So this is the database that Firebase provides you to store the JSON files, like in database. So it is called as Firestore for this. And then you have the two modes, that is production mode and test mode. You can test your app in test mode, or you can publish it. So this the next is, you can select your region for your Firestore. And after creating our Firebase project, we have to configure it with our Flutter app, because we want to deploy our Flutter app. So it has to be configured with Firebase. For that, you have all the commands here, and you can refer them and configure your Flutter with Firebase. So you can see all the Flutterfire CLI tools and commands are given here. You can follow these steps and even configure it on Mac OS, and you'll have it configured with Flutter and Firebase. So the main section where we are adding our RSVP functionality. So in our app, we have to provide RSVP functionality. So for that, we have this code. You can refer it, and every keyword in this code is given here, and all the details for that keyword and what it does is all, everything is given here. Then you can see integrate authentication flow. So basically, it is for sign in your providing sign in your app. So you can refer this code. For now, we are not going into the code, as our main focus is Firebase. So you can read the code and see the code and understand it by reading this instructions. And then we have to test the authentication flow, and this is the sign in page and register page. You can follow this, and you'll have this app like this. So after providing RSVP functionality, we have to provide a guest book chat. So for that, we have to send messages, and those messages have to be stored on the Firestore database. So for that, we are writing messages to Firestore. So in that, we use NoSQL database. So we have the guest book collection, where we create these documents: message 1, message 2, message 3. So if you have used MongoDB, this will be easy for you to understand, or no any NoSQL database. So we are creating a message 1, message 2, message 3 with the name and the text and the timestamp and user ID. When we log in, the user ID is created. So that's all in Firestore database. And you can add messages to the Firestore by this code that is provided. Again, you have all the details here. You can refer them and see the all the code. So this is after, for writing messages, this code has to be followed, and you'll have this app where you can send messages, and it will be stored in your Firebase database, connecting UI and databases. So this will be stored like this in collection. So this will be stored in collection, where you have documents for every message. Like this is one message, this is one message, and this is next. So you can see name is stored, and then text is stored, and timestamp is also stored, and user ID is also stored. So after storing it on the Firestore database, we have to read it to in order to show it to the user in our app. So for that, we have read messages section, where you can synchronize messages and show it on the app. So for that, we have this code. You can read it, and the details are given here. So you can go through this. Again, we are focusing on Firebase, so I'm not going to explain all that right now. So we have to test the message synchronization, and this is the app preview that we have got. Then you can see messages are displayed here, and you can see all this thing. See, here you have logout profile and leave messages. You can send messages and all that. So after creating our app, we have to set up some security rules, so that unauthorized access is not done. So for that, we are setting up some basic security rules. So you can see these are some basic codes. For that, I'll be explaining a basic part. So you can see here, allow read if requested authorization user ID is equal to none. So it means that we are allowing everyone to read the messages, but we are allowing write only if the requested user ID matches the authenticated user ID. So we are only allowing people who are authenticated to write on the Firestore database. So that is basic stuff, and the name and text and timestamp has to be does not have to be empty. So then only you can store that message. Then we have our bonus step. So are you guys with me? Comment in the chat box. Are you guys with me? Come on. Yes, I'm getting some answers. So let's move on to next step. So this is a bonus step where we create advanced features for our app, where you can practice all that you've learned so far in this code lab, and you can see all this code, and you can add more functionalities to your app and add more rules, that so that it works more neatly. So, congratulations. After completing this code lab, you'll have an app ready with RSVP functionality and guest chatbook. So, this is the first lab that Google has provided. So, the next lab is adding Firebase to your Flutter app. So, basically, in this code lab, you'll be integrating your Firebase to your Flutter app. They have provided 4 sections, and you can read the article where they provide all the steps required for you to install the command, install Firebase with Flutter, and you can follow these and configure your Firebase app with Firebase with Flutter. So you can read that and follow these steps. And next section, we have add Firebase to your iOS project. So if you want to integrate it with iOS app, then you can do that. This is again same thing. You can refer this. And we have next, get to know Firebase for Flutter. So in this, again, it is taking us to the first code lab that we saw earlier. You can follow that and create the app that we basically saw at first. It is same. So now our next section is dive into Firebase auth on Flutter, email and link signing. So we can go to this article. As you can see, this is an article which provides you all the details that you need for making sign in your app, basically providing authentication on your Flutter app with Firebase. So you can provide this. All the steps are given. Let's see, we can create an app in our Firebase and provide all the details, and you can add the code that is needed for connecting Firebase with Flutter and creating authentication system in that. So you can see email plus password authentication is also provided. You can also add social media handles. See, you can also add phone authentication, or Facebook, Twitter, GitHub, and all that, or Google. You can provide the code for that is also provided in the documentation for Firebase. You can add all this stuff and create your authentication in your app. Again, there is email and password signing. You can refer this. And again, there is interesting section, something. So email link passwordless signing. So when you create an authentication where a dynamic link is sent to the mail, and only through that link you can sign in. So that system is also provided in Firebase. You can use that and create your app with passwordless sign in, where you don't have to use password, just the dynamic link will give you the access to the account. So you can follow these steps. Then we have completed the code lab. So then the next is take the quiz. So after taking the quiz, you can get the badge shown that is shown here. So I have completed it, so it's showing me you have earned a badge. You can take the quiz and see you can take the quiz and get your badge earned. So the next code lab, so the next is not a code lab, it is a documentation. So don't worry, it's not too hard. You can refer these code labs first and then go to the documentation, so it will be easy for you, and you'll get familiar with Firebase and Flutter. So this is a command line. This is Flutterfire, which provides you command line interface to install this Flutterfire app on multiple platforms across all supported platforms. So these are the installation steps that Google has provided in the documentation. You can go through them and you can see everything is given here by from getting started with manual installation of your Flutterfire tools, which is Firebase integrated with Flutter for your app convenience and all that. So you can see installation, Firestore, messaging. You can also send push messages or notifications to specific users through Firebase. So that is in cloud messaging and all that stuff, and cloud storage. Everything is given here, starting from installation, Firestore, messaging, storage, and up to the testing and monitoring part. So you can refer these documentations and learn so much from that. But first go through these code labs, so it will be easier for you. Then you can go through this and everything is given in detail, so you can refer them and learn more stuff. So I hope you guys learn something from these code labs and kickstart your Flutterfire journey. So happy learning. That's it from my side.
Okay, so thank you, Ruchita. So, guys, now it's interaction time. If you have any doubts or any questions in your mind, feel free to ask. I would like to call Ruchita, Umesh, and Nyaneshwari to join for the Q&A part. You can ask your question in the live chat box.
Thank you, Maitre. Guys, you can ask your question or any doubt if you have in comment box. It's time to shoot them in live chat.
Yes, shoot your questions. Okay, so we have a question from Neha. What is the use of Firebase Analytics?
So for with Firebase Analytics, you can see crash reports for your project, and all the testing part is given in that analytics section. So you can see all the analyzation with your project for your project.
And yes, it provides you insights into your app usage, and it helps you to keep track of how your application is being used. Okay, we have a question from Arya. How is Firebase different from MongoDB, as both are NoSQL database? That was a good question.
So Arya, the MongoDB is open source with the high performance document based database, while the Firebase is ideal database to store and synchronize the data in real time. And MongoDB provides you the high performance with the high traffic application. And Firebase does not provide the high performance like the MongoDB.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so next question. Can you please explain authentication flow?
Okay. So authentication flow is where you have provided, means the documentation provides you with all the details for uh, adding authentication to your app. So in the this is very straightforward process. Uh, it consists of three tasks: identification, then users have to provide who they are. Authentication, users have to prove who they say they are, and users have to prove then users have to prove they're allowed to do what they are trying to do. Basically all the documentation for that is provided in the documentation, so you can refer that, and all the instructions are given in that documentation.
I hope your doubt is clear now. Yeah. Guys, any more questions?
They are smart people, right?
Yeah. Okay, the question is, does Firebase only work with Flutter?
No, it also works with multi-platform frameworks like Apple, Android, and web platforms. You can also integrate it with Node.js applications and use that database with your applications, Firestore database.
I guess now the questions are over. There are no questions from the audience. Okay, I would like to hand over to Maitri.
So thank you, Ruchita, Umesh, and Naneshwari. So guys, that's all we have from our end. Thank you so much for being with us today. We will be back again with such fun plus exciting sessions filled with technical hands-on experiences as well as fun activities. Till then, make sure you stay safe, have fun, and keep learning. Thank you.